The objective of the continuity rollover station is to stack corrugated pieces. The equipment used during this process is the roller conveyor, belt conveyor, continuity machine, palm buttons, light curtain, and table. The tools used during this process are a marker and scanner. The materials used during this process are the fuel line, double clip, and fuel tank, which weighs 25 to 30 pounds. These photos depict the continuity rollover station and the dimensions of the workplace. Considering the worker height is about 5 feet 6 inches or 66 inches tall, this affects how the employees interact with the product and equipment throughout the day. The process for the continuity rollover station is to reposition the fuel tank and the work table and retrieve the double clip. The double clip is positioned on the harness of the fuel feed line, and then line 1 and 2 is positioned in the clip. The clip is closed by pressing both sides of the clip using both hands. Next, the employee walks to the continuity rollover machine and retrieves a marker and uses it to mark the tank that completed the process in the continuity machine. Then, the wire harness is disconnected from the orange test block and the tank is lifted. The tank is carried and positioned on the belt conveyor, and then the employee walks over to the work table. Next, a tank is lifted and carried and positioned in the continuity rollover machine. The wire harness is connected to the orange test block and the scanner is retrieved and used to scan 3 barcodes. Lastly, the scanner is repositioned and the continuity rollover machine is activated. It was noticed that awkward postures and forceful exertions were observed from the employees to interact with the workspace. Forward bending of the torso is required to retrieve the clips, while forceful exertions are seen to position and close the double clip. Forceful exertions and extended reach are required to carry the fuel tank, while forward bending of the torso and elevated and extended arms are seen in order for the employee to scan the tags on the fuel tank. Forceful exertions, elevated and extended arms, and mild forward bending of the torso is required to connect and disconnect the wire harness from the orange test block. Contact stress between the fingers and edges of the double clip are required in order to close the clip, while contact stress is also seen when resting the wrist on the sharp edges of the orange test block and between the fingers and connector on the wire harness. To summarize this process, the continuity rollover station is a medium to high-paced job requiring forceful exertions to install the double clip, to carry the fuel tank, and to connect and disconnect the wire harness. In addition, awkward postures of the neck, torso, shoulders, arms, and wrist are seen, and localized contact stress between the wrist and fingers and edges of the double clip, wire harness, and test block were observed as well. The following recommendations are made for the continuity rollover station tasks. Investigate alternate locations for the orange test block or wire harness connection and connect the wire harness after the arm is lowered to decrease posture stress. Investigate using conveyors or rails to transport the fuel tank between the conveyors and the continuity machine to decrease forceful exertions and awkward postures. Utilize the conveyor to take away the fuel tank instead of pushing it to decrease forceful exertions. Consider raising the height of the box of double clips, tilting the box towards the worker, or relocating the box to decrease posture stress. Investigate scanners built into the continuity machine to decrease awkward postures. Thank you.